Hi, welcome to Figma website design tutorial for beginners. This is a free course. Then this is episode 4 of the course. So you can watch the previous episode in the link that will be uploaded anyway on the top of this video. And don't forget to click like, share, and comment. If you have any question, I will respond as soon as possible. So in today's section, we're talking about the horizontal card and the customer quote section. The horizontal card will look at the why choose us trust section, while for the customer quote it will be just the testimonial, also known as the testimonial section. So let's hop into it right away. In the previous episode, we were able to discuss a lot about Figma. Then we talked about the hero section. Then we talked about our feature section. So today we'll look a little bit different first on the horizontal section. So to create the horizontal section, you know what we used to do. We have to get the title and the header, but with this we're going to get it from ChatGPT. So I think I already have that. So let me bring it out. So I got this from ChatGPT. So this is what we'll be using. This is the copyright we'll be using for our horizontal section. So to get this right, so I just want to elongate this. It's okay. We've done this. So now this is the next section. So for the next section, we will just let me get this. I want to use this, or better still, I'll use the whole of this for. Okay, I'll use this. Let me duplicate this. I'll use this. Let's use this as a guide for our horizontal section, for the why choose us section. But before that, I also want to use this. Ctrl T. So I'll use this. So this will be our title. So for the title, or the way I have here, we have white house on choose us. So Ctrl. I'm using this because consistency. You know, we have to follow a certain pattern. So whatever we use here, I think we use 45 medium. So Ctrl V. So that's the same thing we're using here. So I choose us. Then I want to add a body text to this. So let me pick body text from here. So I just want to add a body text to this. So for the body text, I think we'll use, let's use this, Ctrl X, Ctrl C. So okay. So this is it. So I'll expand this. And expanding this, but I want to reduce this. This is 28. I want to make this, maybe give this 24. I think this is okay. Then for the alignment, align to center. I think this is what it is. Then for the frame, let's push the frame to hug content. So this is giving me what I want. Then I want to put these two in an auto layout, and let's name this trust title slash body. So this is the trust title slash body. So I think this is cool. So we've gotten this. The next thing I want to create is this. Okay, so I want to create this. Now what do I need? It's an horizontal section, but certainly this is too big, so let me bring it in. So I want something smaller, but for the text first, so I'll reduce this if I'm going to use this. So let me add the text here too. What do I have here? I have find real property. So I'll copy this, I'll paste here, Ctrl V, paste this here. Then the next thing, I need the body text, Ctrl C, I'll paste this here. Okay. Then for this is big, so we have to still reduce this though. Say 359 or so. Maybe just 359. Too tiny. Let's make this 320. Okay. Okay. Let's leave it at 470 and 447 first. So let me change these things. I want this to be 57 is too big, so let's reduce to say 32 emphasis. Beautiful. Then yeah, let's push the body text to say 22. Okay, I think it's giving me what I want. So this one, I just have to make this fill container. Okay, beautiful. Then yeah, push this to the left. Then okay. Then for the button, I think there's a button we used. We can just come here. I can come here, copy one of these buttons. Ctrl C. Ctrl V. I'll remove this one. So I think this is okay, but let's change the state of this button. Let's use pressed. Beautiful. So this is it's giving me something I want, but I want this to be at the center. I don't want it too broad. I just want it to be at the center.
So I'll content with this, then align this to the center. So I think this is what I want. But here, let's reduce this size. Reduce the size, then reduce this. Then this is too broad, so let's make this all content. See how it goes. Okay, yeah. So if I'm making that all content, then yeah, how this go? Okay. Okay. So I think it's giving me something that I like. I don't want this section to, I just don't want the section everywhere. I want it to be aligned at the center, just a small portion of the center. So that's why I'm doing all this. But still, I have to be careful to align it properly. Okay. What else? This is okay. It's 20. Okay. So I haven't gotten this. I think this is okay. Then for the image, let's remove this image so it's not confusing. We'll add a new different image to that as we progress. But this is certainly what I want. Okay. So find your property. So for this now, this should be our reference. This should be our reference for every other thing we want to do. Maybe probably you make this a component so as to enable future usage. So to get that done, all I have to do now is come over here and make this a component. Now this is not a component. So for the fact that it's a component, which means that I can reuse it. So making this a component means I'm removing this from here. I'll bring it out. So if I'm bringing it out, so I can call this. So I want to change the name. This is not a section component. This should be horizontal card. Horizontal card. Horizontal card. So Control C or Command C, you copy and we paste it in our design. Beautiful. There are other ways to copy and paste your component. You can always come to assets, and you come over here and type horizontal card. Since it is named horizontal, you type horizontal card. You'll definitely see what you created. So this is the horizontal card I created. So I can just click and drop. So there are different ways to make this happen. So for this, I just want to copy and paste to make it fast. And there's something I'm noticing. The spacing between this and the spacing here, I think I don't like it. So I want to increase the spacing. So I want to increase the spacing. So I won't increase the spacing here. I won't increase the spacing here because I want whatever I'm doing here to affect all the cards. So I'll come over here and give this a spacing of 10. Okay, I think that is enough. Then the gap, I want to make the gap 24. Okay, beautiful. I think it's giving me what I want. Let me expand this a little. So I'll come over here now, align to the center, make sure it's aligned to the center alignment. So now the next thing I'll do is I want to create duplicates of this. So I'll come over here, Shift A, make this an auto layout. Call this auto layout. Call this horizontal card contain. I'm calling this horizontal card container. So horizontal card container. So the next thing I'll do is I'll duplicate the horizontal card content. You see, I'm duplicating this. Let's make it 3. Let's make it 3. Then for this one, I want to push it to the left. I'll push this one to the right. Okay, so we can't push this to the left and right. It's not going to be possible from this angle. We can't push it because we've already made it a component. So the best thing to do in this case is let's come over to our main component and let's make another component. Let's make a variant from our component. So make a variant. So to this variant now, we can now shift this variant. Okay. So now we'll name this variant. We'll name this one default. Okay, let's name this first. Okay, then we'll name this second. Let's name this variant second. Now beautiful. So we'll come over here. So what I'll have to do now is I'll come over to I'll come over here and change this variant to second. Beautiful. Then leave this one as first. So I want the spacing to be much like 16. You know, the law of proximity. We have to give a lot of spacing to these things so users don't get confused. Let's make it 20. Okay, beautiful. Now having done this, the next thing I want to do is I want to change. You know, all the details cannot be the same. So let's come over to the copyright provided us by ChatGPT. Let's copy and paste. So this is Control X. Let's do this Control V. So this is it. Then Control X, Control V. So we're trying to paste all what we have there. So now this is what we have. So we now have 3 sections for the horizontal, 3 section. We've created 3 card details for this purpose. So now for the image, we can assert the same thing. We can change the images by coming. Let's use the plugin. Which plugin are we using? Let's use Unsplash plugin. Let's use Unsplash plugin. So this Unsplash plugin will help us to infuse images. Will help us infuse images into our design. So let's come here and type home. Or let me type real estate, since it's a real estate company. So what image? Okay, I'm using this. I'm using this for this one. Then yeah, I'll use this. Oh, better still. So to this we'll add. I'll add this. Let me add this. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, this is okay. So we'll remove this. So to this now we now have all 3 images being placed at the image placeholder. So this is what we have here for the horizontal section. So once again, we'll have to make these 2 sections an auto layout, and let's call this horizontal card detail. Okay, so we'll align to the center. So having achieved this, the next thing we want to achieve is the fixed section. So make another auto layout, call this horizontal detail fixed. So having done this, so we'll shift it here to the extreme, drag it to the other extreme. Yeah, align everything to the center, then we'll shift the padding to get something like this. Yeah, so that's done. So the next thing is, what's the padding we use? The top and bottom padding is 40, so we're using 40. So top and bottom padding is 40. I think that I'm noticing some inconsistency in the left and right padding. This is 198, this is 197, this is 199. So I think we'll have to make all of them equal. Let's make them 197. Let's make 197. So with this now, the left and the right is same, the top and the bottom is same. So I'll push this in, make this, align this to the center. So now we have our horizontal card section. We have our horizontal card section. Though I feel like reducing this font also a bit. What font size did I use here? 22. So this 24. It's okay. It's okay. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to create a card for the customer quote section now. So the customer quote section. So what do we do? So I want, let's copy this. That's how I duplicate this. So we use the same thing we used. So duplicating this, the customer quote. So what's there? So this says, I'll copy this. Client saying, then I'll copy this. I'll bring this in. Yeah, so this is it. Then now let's create the customer card, the quote section for each of the customer, what it's going to look like. So to this we'll also use, let me copy out this. C, Ctrl V. So I want to use this for this section. So now for each of the customer section, I think I need their image to appear. So first thing I want, let me bring in an image. So I need an image. So this, I will tag this. Let me make this 100. Make this 100, and let me lock aspect ratio. When you lock aspect ratio, simply means that if I drag, everywhere moves alongside when I drag it. Then what else do I need? I need to create Do I need a header? So let's say with the name, let's create a header for the name. So let me use this first person here. Control C, Sarah Johnson. Control V, Sarah Johnson. So now to this, I want to change. This is on 32, so let's change it to 28, so it's small. Then from Sarah Johnson, let's add a quote. Sarah Johnson saying, so we'll come over here, we'll bring down the quote. So this is it. This is what Sarah Johnson said. Then okay, let's align this to the center. Everything here should be aligned to the center. Everything should be aligned to the center. Okay, then fill this center, then take this center. I think this is okay. Then I need, aside this, I need maybe a rating. I need rating. So for the rating, I can actually come over here and come over to shape, pick a star, draw it, and give this value of 24, maybe 24. Okay, beautiful. Lock aspect ratio and add color. So let's give it black. Duplicate this, Control D or Command D. Then duplicate once more. I'll make it an auto layout. Call this star. Beautiful. Then duplicate, let's say 5. So we have 5. So Sarah Johnson is giving us a 5-star rating. Sarah Johnson is giving us a 5-star rating, and that's something I want to do. Sarah Johnson is giving us a 5-star rating. Then I just need something. To say where Sarah Johnson works. So do we add our occupation? No, let's leave occupation. So let's just highlight this, make it an auto layout, call this user detail or client detail. Remove the auto layout, make this 2. Okay, beautiful. Control X. So we'll replace this with that, bring it down. I think this is okay. Then okay. Our content of field. Let's make a field container. I want when I drag it without the whole thing changing. So that's why I'm making this whole thing field. I want to make sure they're all in field container. Let me drag again. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Then now for the text, this is 22. Let's reduce this to say 16. Okay. I don't want the emphasis. I just want, yes, this is what I wanted. This is what I want. Then for the name, can I take the name to something? This is okay. Then yeah, so we're heading somewhere. So can I bring this in? Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. So I have this. Yeah, is this okay? Okay, so this is good. So let's give this a fill color. So I want to give this a fill color of, say, off-white. Let's give it an off-white. Okay, let's make it F6, F6, F6. Okay. So the padding, okay, let's make the padding 14. Then top and bottom padding, let's make it 22. Okay, so for corner radius, let's make the corner radius 10. Then this, I want the image to be on top. So for that, I'll use ignore auto layouts. I'm using this. So if I'm using this is out. So what do I do? So to this now, I will have to add padding here. I'll have to add padding to the top. I think this is okay. Remove this. This is what we're creating. Okay. Then this name, let's see if we'll push this to the right, or push all these details to the right. We'll push all these details to the right, to the left, sorry. Then if it's pushed to the left, then this star is looking too big. Let's reduce it to, say, 16. It's occupying, it's fighting with attention. Let's see if we put it up. No, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. So this is okay. For the corner radius, let's make it 22. Then the left and the right padding, let's make it 10. 10. Should I? Okay. For the fill color, let's reduce the fill color. Let's make it FE. Beautiful. Let's give it a padding. Convert this place, go to. Okay. Yeah, I think this is okay. Oh, the padding is too much. Let's reduce the padding. Let's reduce the effects. 300. Okay, beautiful. Having done this, we have our image here. We have this. So now the next thing is I want to make this. We'll make this a component. So make this a component so that it will be a reusable token. Let's just make it a token. So this is now a component. So for the component name, let's change this to quote card. Let's call it quote card. Quote card. So Ctrl C. We can copy this. It's not supposed to be there. Put it here. Shift G. So we have this. So the next thing I want to do is let's make this an auto layers. Let's call this quote detail. Quote details. Quote detail page. Quote detail. Just quote detail section or quote section. I think quote section is okay. So this is quote section. So let's duplicate this. Duplicate. Okay. I think this has given me what I wanted. Then okay, let's duplicate one more. Okay, so having gotten this, okay, let me bring this out and fill up some certain things. Spacing, let's make the spacing 12. Then these images. So for the images, let's use a plugin called Content Reel. So using this plugin, so I just want all the images to appear at once. We just need a dummy image for this project. Images. Let's use this. Beautiful. So we've gotten our images. We'll remove this. Now for the name, we also have to use. Let's use Content Reel again for the names. So the whole names here is showing just Sarah. So we use Content Reel for the names. Let's use names. Let's go over to text. First and last name. Let's use this. Yeah, beautiful. So we've gotten our names. We've gotten the images, and we've gotten the card. So let's add some little animations to this. Not animation part. Yeah, animation though. Reduce this to. Let's bring it here. Let's bring this here. So I want to clip content. So the other part is out. Oh wow, it's clipping too much. So drag this up. Okay, I think we've gotten this. Okay. So now the next thing I want some kind of a nice effect. So a blurry effect. I want a kind of a blurry effect if this whole thing is moved. Just to get that done. So the first thing is, or better still, in order for us not to get confused, let's go back to this. Okay, let's go back to this. So as usual, I'll drag it up so that it will contain the whole section. Okay, then let's add. To be nice to actually add. To be nice to add a frame. But before then, let's come over here. I want to pick this. Now to this, let's add a shadow effect. So for the shadow effect, we'll make this. Let's make this white, and this also white. This is white. Okay, so to this white, let's make it 0. Beautiful. Then let's add an effect. We're going to add an effect of layer blur. So the effect, let's make it 100. Okay, or 760. This one is, let's see, I want a unique kind of effect, so that when what I'm trying to do, when you swing this thing, the section, when you swing this section horizontally, it will blur. As it goes close, it will get blurry. That's the effect I'm trying to achieve here. So that's what. So yeah, now I'll remove ignore auto layouts. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. So I don't know if you can see it, but I want a blurry effect. So when the card comes in contact, it gets blurred. So that's the effect I'm trying to achieve. So but let's increase this so it comes out. Okay, then to this I'll reduce this so it doesn't compete with the design itself. I'll make this okay. Let's still reduce this. Yeah, beautiful. Then this also I'll send to the other side. And for this other side, what do we do? Or better still, let's create a frame. Add frame. Let's add a frame. Bring this forward. Frame. Then push the frame down here. Then make this frame. Clip content of the frame. Come over to this rectangle. Shift it. Beautiful. Then shift H. Okay. Shift H. This blur is not blurry enough. Let me reduce it. Anyway, when I put the type, I'll see. Now I'm not actually seeing how clear it's going to be. So let me see if I'll see how clear it is. Let me make this dark to see how what we're doing is turning out. I just want to make this dark so I see what we're actually working on. You see, it's too blurry, so I'll come over. Let's reduce this to 20. Then let's expand this. Beautiful. Then I think this, Ctrl C, I'll copy here. Shift H. Okay. Then this. What if I reduce this way? Make this 15. Reduce this. So the only thing that gets blurred while it passes is. Then shift this. Beautiful. So with this, let's remove the color. Okay. Oh, beautiful. I think we are heading somewhere with this. So we're heading somewhere. Okay. I think we are almost done with this section. I think we're almost done. So also prototype and see what we've been working on, how it has turned out. So with that, let's make everything an auto layout. Shift A. So this is an auto layout. What's the gap between this and this? What gap did we use? 46. What gap did we use here? 40. So we'll reduce this to 40. So this is 40. So come over here. So this is 40. Okay, beautiful. So this is 40. Then we'll create another auto layout for this auto layout. What do we call this? We'll call this quote section detail. Okay. Then for this frame, we'll call this container. Quote container. Then we need another auto layout. Make an auto layout. For this auto layout, we'll call it quote section fixed. code section fixed. Drag it, then we'll align everything to the center and pull out these two. I think we're using 197. Then the top and bottom padding is 40. Pull it up. Make sure it's aligned to the center. Now let's see what we have been building